When it comes to My Hero, everyone likes to go on about the best characters, the coolest quirks, the best waifus, but no one ever talks about the best costumes. If you want to be a top hero, you have to stand out. You have to have the drip. You can't be a top hero when you look like an undead Rorschach. You call this a hero costume? You look like you're about to go streaking on a football field. You need a costume you would want people to cosplay at anime conventions. I only want the drippiest costumes in My Hero Academia for this list, and joining me today for this list will be Majestic Son. The two of us are going to be listing the best hero costumes in My Hero Academia.
This man is wearing a white suit into battle. Enough said. Not to mention, while your girl's with you, she's thinking about him. A man in this suit is Drippy. A man in a white suit is like leaving the bathroom sink running. Listen, I didn't say it. He did it. I'm just repeating what he said. Sir Knight, I said, respect his drip and grind, very classy. I bet you he has formal socks on too. The type of socks that you only wear to church on a Easter Sunday. Or if he wanted to, he could bust out the Spencer Shea sock and shine bright like a... You know what? I'm not even gonna make the joke.
When fighting villains and saving civilians, you want to be fly. And what character is more fly than Hawks? I mean, tell me now. I mean, he has literal wings that allow him to fly. How could he not be the flyest on this list? Hawks' design is simple at first glance, but it fits him. His costume is inspired by an aviator pilot, and everyone knows that aviator pilots look cool. He wears golden supreme goggles to protect his eyes, and Beats by Dr. Dre headphones that block out the screams of the people that he's murdering. He wears a tan jacket with a white fur trimming that gives out the feeling that he's gotta stop a bank robbery at 8 and go to the club to rob you of your girl at 9.
Nejire, in my opinion, honestly has one of the best costumes out of all females. And now some will say Cammy, but Cammy is just naughty. Cammy is just a black cat suit with her beach ball showing. Now we all know we all love naughty, but we are looking for the best costume, not the best costume for giving villains nosebleed. Now we all love naughty, but Nejire's costume is honest, cute, curvy, and curly. The different types of blues gives her a really cool look. They all mesh well together. Not to mention her hair curls when she puts the costume on, so that's a plus. And out of all girls in the show, her costume really stands out. She's an honest hero. The type of hero that kids would delete out of their web history one day. Bet you she smells like that good perfume when the costume comes on. That bombshell paradise from Victoria's Secrets at its finest. Matter of fact, I want to put my hands on her. I love her.
The big blonde Boy Scout All might have the most resemblance to a typical Western comic book superhero costume within the entire series, but he still has one of the best costumes within the entire series. All Might cosplays bang. Even the people who don't have the jacked up body don't look too bad in it because his costume is that good. Just the way the red emphasizes his abs and the white line along his chest gives that extra pop. This costume is just the embodiment of power. I bet that's why he wears it in the first place. Actually, now that I think about it, I can see why so many people cosplay as All Might. This costume is cool. This costume is so drippy that even a WWE wrestler cosplayed as him.
A lot of people like to rag on Deku for not having no drip, and I'll be fair, the first costume had zero drip, none whatsoever. But it wasn't until he developed shoot style that Deku got drip. Now Deku's costume is actually really cool. It's nice white and bluish green that really makes way for the character. Not to mention, it stands out with his upgrades. The long white gloves that are just slick and the iron soles on his feet, it really is a nice touch up. Not only is he saucy without the mask, if you really wanted to, he could put on a mask and look a little saucier, and that's just fast. I promise you, if Deku wears the same costume he does right now in the future, every time he walks on the block, he's gonna take all the hoes in the most heroic way possible. And that's on Toshinori.
When it comes to fire, which character is more fire than Endeavor? Okay, I guess you can say Todoroki, but he's like half fire. His costume is pretty bland if we're being honest. And Dabi, yeah, don't care who's talking about you. Actually, why am I talking about you? Get him out of here. Endeavor is the top dog of fire users in My Hero Academia, and his costume lets you know that there's a reason why he's the #1 hero. His old design, yeah, it's alright. It's alright, but it's not the costume of the #1 hero. Endeavor's new costume strikes fear into any opposition. The complex fire design on his torso is just cool. Or should I say fire. It's a really unique design choice. The fire mask just emphasizes the intimidation that his costume brings, and I especially like the shoulder pads and bulky gauntlet. It gives him a linebacker type of feel, which is fitting since Endeavor is a weapon. You see this man running at you, you're running the other way. You don't want any problems with a guy dressed like this. That is a very awesome costume, or should I say his costume is, not doing that joke.
Even though Ida is one of the weirdest uptight characters in Class 1A, his costume is actually A1. Now, he's not taking any girls, like literally none at all, especially with that cut. The guy looks like he went to Great Clips and had to sit in the chair of the barber who got his license while in jail. However, his costume is a tribute to his brother, and that's mad respect. Not to mention, he just overall just looks like he's the speed demon he was supposed to be. The pipes that come out of the outfit are unique as well. It makes him look like a white transformer in a sense. The outfit truly is unbounded drip and needs way more exposure.
It wouldn't be anime without a ninja, and Edshot is the ninja representative of My Hero Academia. I mean, he's a ninja. The man's a ninja. Do I need to say more? Actually, yeah, I do. Edshot not only has one of the best quirks within the series, but also one of the best hero costumes. First off, his hair just defies the laws of reality, as it looks like it's sharp enough to cut your hand off just by looking at it. Mans is using the Yami Yugi hair gel on the daily. The whole ninja attire is just awesome. Ninjas are cool. Who doesn't love ninjas? Man looks like he's gonna Itachi your whole family, folding his body, piercing your lungs at the speed of sound, and looking good while doing it. I guess you could say it's his ninja way, or whatever they say in Naruto, I don't know.
First, Mans made his debut in Earthbound 3 crying and fighting his brother, then in Super Smash Bros. With the PK Drippy Godly Up Smash. Now, Mans came into the hero game and won millions amounts of drip. It's even on his chest. Not to mention he actually pulls off the cape. His mask is basic, but it fits him and it makes him look even cooler. It's the perfect outfit to make little girls feel safe around you and try to be in your presence and say your freaking name, man. The white on his costume just gives it a slick look. Mirio has the red gloves so he doesn't leave fingerprints as he's beating your ass. The costume is drippy, and as we're speaking right now, I'm ordering mine off Amazon with Prime. Yes, sir.
A hero costume needs to stand out. A hero's costume needs to be flashy. A hero's costume needs to pop, or by Bakugou's terms, needs to explode. Now, not only is Bakugou my favorite character, but he has my favorite hero costume. His costume bangs. Bakugou asked for his costume to be deadly. That's why he has the knee pads. Sucks he never uses them. The biggest appeal of Bakugou's costume is the 2 giant grenades that he wears on his arms. And they are functional as they store all of his sweat and allow him to fire one big shot from each of them. They aren't very durable as they tend to break in all of his major fights. His mask is simple yet cool, and I don't know if you noticed, but the parts that stick out that kind of look like ears are actually meant to resemble explosions, which I thought was great. Bakugou's costume is just the definition of badass. It makes him look like a weapon. Even with the art where he has bullets and things added to his costume, it just makes him look more badass. But even without that, it's still badass. It's still a dope costume. Bakugou managed to make green and orange look good together. I mean, I don't expect less from Bakugou.